What's going on, guys? Trader Bryce here. Woo! You know? Market today was pretty decent. It wasn't bad. I didn't trade well, but the market was, okay. There were opportunities. We have some really cool setups presenting themselves, and yeah, I just traded like terribly. I ended the day down 3,400, which dollar-wise is fine. Like, it's not something I want to keep doing, but dollar-wise is fine. It's literally the way I traded and overtraded and all of the above. Like I put on my Twitter. I've been posting my P&L again on my personal Twitter, Trader Bryce, along with charts, and I just really did not trade well today. Was not really in the zone. My head was elsewhere, and that happens. Yeah, it is what it is. But we'll get into some charts here. I don't know. Let me know how you guys traded down in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite stock was. And give me, this is important. This is a mission. What is the single best pickup line? I decided recently that I was going to try to start being more of myself when it comes to dating. It's not working. It's not working. Because, listen, guys, I don't just do this on camera. This is just how I am. I'm just a very exaggerated person. And I think that's the right word. I don't know. I don't really have a good vocabulary. It's not working. It worked way better before when I was like pretending to be like, normal. I'm kidding. I am just joshing you. But really, I don't know how to talk to women, so a pickup line would be cool. Let's get into the charts. Okay, so RYTM, Rhythm Pharmaceuticals. We actually had a stellar trade plan on this in small cap rockets today, and I botched it. Someone brought this up, and I looked at the daily chart, and this was a prime day 2 style move. The only thing I didn't like about it was the float size, and the float was about 34 million. And so I had seen it back when it was right in here. And I was like, wow, that's a really nice trap candle right here. That dump through, well, actually it held low a day, but that massive dump was like, man, that's nice. I really didn't think it had the juice though. So I actually got long here. 713 after this fake breakdown, and we had that recovery started, and we also had this trend break right there. I don't care, it's not perfect, but you get the point. Long there and sold by 730, like the $7.30. It's like, I got a really nice move, like given the float size, and it just didn't stop. It kept going. So that was fun. It was actually a lot of fun getting to watch it run another $1.50. That's really sad. Well, yeah, ouch. So anyway, that was a really nice move. This was just fun to look at. So this is Liberty TripAdvisor Holdings, Series B common stock. So it's not their actual company, it's the Series B stock, and it's extremely low float, but it's just really funny. So we go back to this daily chart. Let's just go back to these are all real moves on literally no volume. So it went from 5 to 134. Multi-day run here from 23 to basically 100. And then this one here is my favorite, I think. This 2-day move here at 28 to 112. I thought there was one more. I guess not. Oh, this was the other one, this multi-day move. So actually, oddly enough, you can't really see it today on the daily. And it's obviously literally so thin that these types of prints just happen. But I kind of want to put like $100 into it tomorrow and just see what happens. I'm joking, by the way, kind of. I don't know. That's degenerate, but I do want to watch it tomorrow. I think it'll be funny to watch because it wouldn't surprise. It's literally untradeable. I went back through every one of these days, and obviously, given the volume, like this is even too sporadic price movement for me. And you guys know me. I love sporadic price movement, but it's literally too much. You can't get out of it because every single candle is a halt, and it's just instant halt. And so you can be trying to sell but there's literally no guarantee. Like that happened a couple months ago with CPTN. It's impossible to sell. Even if you're marketing out, you just have to hope that you get filled on ones like that. So impossible to trade, but I do just want to watch it tomorrow for fun. QRTEB, another Series B common stock mover today, which gets me thinking that we might see more of this style movement in the future. Extremely hard to trade, but very low float, Series B common stocks. Which, do you guys remember back a couple months ago, maybe more than a couple months ago, it was, I'm going to switch back here, hold on. There we go. Do you guys remember a couple months back when it was a lot of warrants moving? It's kind of what this is like reminding me of when the thing is like I don't think the actual Series A, the normal stock, I don't even know if they're running. I don't see them on the top percent gainers anywhere, but it reminds me of that when you had it was almost like a sector, but it wasn't. It was really weird, but it was kind of fun. That happened when DWAC and Fun were running. So this was almost over half a year ago, like 8 months ago now. It's kind of what this reminds me of. So like that definitely put something on my radar to like watch for the 5-letter tickers that are common stocks. So they'll end with a B because they're Series B. Anyways, that did interest me though. It piqued my interest a little bit. The main two charts I do want to talk about today though are VERU and SIGA. Approaching, this actually had its all-time, well, not all-time high. I don't think all-time high. Yeah, pretty close. Almost an all-time high. Was that the all-time high? Yeah, okay, all-time high breakout. Today, again, you can't see it here. It hit 15 on the dot today. I'm actually about to take VERU after hours here. For a gap tomorrow for a breakout continuation. This is the one that didn't have the all-time high break. Okay. So this one needs to break over 1750 for the local breakout here. Higher float, but I have to believe in it. At first, I do like Siga more, given that it's an all-time high breakout and it's a lower float. But they're both effectively the same chart. Right, they're both effectively the same exact chart. VERU, I like the after-hours structure more. SIGA, I like the daily structure slightly more, slightly lower float. The thesis here, right, obviously all-time high breakout, but this has been a real true multi-month structure, which is something we haven't seen in a while to this extent where it's constantly trading volume. It might not be rotating float or anything every day, but it's constantly, doing a couple million shares every single day. And these false breakdowns here, and even though this one let me clear this drawing right here, this false breakdown right here, big, and then this recovery right here, ideally trapped a bit more shorts. And so yeah, it's going to be a higher float, so it actually is likely going to be a much more organic feeling breakout in the sense that it's probably a multi-day run, unless they drop an offering or something. It's very realistic that these could turn into multi-day breakouts where you really don't have a red day, and that parabolic is a bit slower. It might be over the course of 2 or 3 days, but I like them a lot. And so I originally was going to swing Siga, and I didn't end up swinging it. And I think I'm going to end up swinging VERU, small size, because again, the risk is wide. I mean, you really do have to risk daily levels on this. But what I like more about VERU is it had those same false breakdowns, that same multi-month development, actually a little bit longer development here. This candle was important, and then you also had this support break right here, which ideally trapped more shorts. Higher float, it's going to need a lot of volume, but if enough shorts truly are trapped, if enough shorts truly are trapped, the float really doesn't matter. If there are tens of millions of shorts caught in this, it doesn't matter. And we have this $24 resistance technically. The majority of this in here is where I'm concerned about volume wise. There's going to be a little here, but most volume, it's over those levels. The only shorts that are in the money on this are anyone who top ticked it here or are still holding short from over here. But even still, the volume traded really only came through on this day, and I cannot imagine most people were top ticking. If anything, maybe 20 for that whole dollar level. But by this point, you would have covered, right? What more are you going to get? You got 20, call it 24.57. You top ticked the short. What else were you looking for besides 4? Right? So anyways, that's my thinking when I'm looking at this development, is that it's this volume in here that is the most significant in terms of who's trapped. Same with Siga. But Siga has a clear, all-time high breakout coming up. So slightly better in that regard. The only risk is they're both biotech stocks. I actually got asked this in small cap today. They're like, well, I thought we weren't supposed to swing biotechs overnight. Yeah, and that normally is the case. They are pretty risky. But when it's this long of a development, I always like to think to myself, if they were going to dump it, why haven't they yet? Why haven't they dropped an offering? Why haven't they done this? And that's another, again, like, as a short seller, it's a biotech company. It's up a lot, high float. It's going to be a slower mover. You have more time to get out. You had your time, right? So if tomorrow I am looking for breakout continuation on both of these stocks for a multi-day movement here, though. That's what I'm looking for. And like I said, I'm probably going to be taking VERU here after hours any minute now. Small size, like I said. And realistically, as long as it gaps up and doesn't do an offering, I will end up just risking today's lows, which will turn into obviously like yesterday's lows. So that's kind of the plan there. I'm excited to see though, what they can do. Maybe they can't do anything. Maybe they're duds. But this is about as A+ breakout as you get for both stocks. Ones that breakout structures that I haven't seen in a long time. Not saying they're going to 100 or anything, but they're definitely worth, for me, keeping an eye on, and I do want to be in one of them overnight. And just because of the after-hours structure, currently I like VERU more, but I've got about an hour and a half left until the market is like officially closed after hours. So I'm going to give it some time and see which one I like the best. And or maybe I take half size on each, you know what I mean? Because ideally I see them both working out very similarly. One might work better than the other. Maybe one fails. I don't know. It's part of trading, right? I'll have my risk level set, have my dollar risk in mind, and go from there. In terms of what I'm watching tomorrow, though, let's dig back in one more time. I'm just going to show the desktop here. Oh boy, this is my favorite third day surge watch. Woo! Glizzy! Oh my goodness. So, as long as nothing else happens here, we just had a really clean trend break today. Let me take off extended hours, because you guys know me. Don't like the extended hours. And then 15-day, 15 minutes. Let's see. There we go. Just had this really nice multi-day trend break today. I did try it here, ended up selling for a small loss. I actually tried it down here and ended up selling for a loss at one point too, because I realized I was early. I actually thought this could be a really nice day 2 move. It just never got the traction it needed. This is a top third day surge watch for me tomorrow. So my main watch is tomorrow. I do think RYTM does have potential for more continuation, but again, it probably actually turns into a beautiful short because we're getting pretty extended off of lows. So one more day, one more blow off top day could be great. Then I'd keep an eye for a first red day. But my top watches, we're closing. GLSI for a third day surge, then VERU, SIGA for multi-month breakout continuation. So anyways, guys, this is a longer recap than I've been doing lately, so I hope you guys appreciated it. I saw your comments in the last videos. Really glad you guys were all loving it. Just here's the deal, guys. Like, yeah, I didn't win today. I took a $3,400 loss. I traded awfully, but realistically, that day could have been a lot worse had I been really oversized on stuff. And that's what I've worked on, is at least drawing the size back down, which is good. And I did that by wiring out of my account a little bit, so that way I couldn't take as big a size. And it is frustrating, but in the same breath, I would have taken a much bigger loss today had I been able to. So do what you have to do to make sure that you are staying safe in the market. Yeah, that's all I've got. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers on StocksToTrade, which is so cool. And turn on those post notifications. So I'll see you guys back here on Friday for Friday's small cap recap. Until then, peace.
We hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the StocksToTrade community. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can't do it without your help. So if you enjoy what we're putting out and want to hear more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.